I'm the illustrator. I'm from Brooklyn, East New York. I've been there all my life. I ride the FZ1 because I'm into naked bikes. It was a Honda Rebel 250. It kind of had a bobber look to it, but I didn't get to completely bobber it out, so I wanted to just upgrade it. When I first got it, I wanted to sell it like 4 months in, but then I crashed it. So like I'm like, okay, well I gotta keep this bike now, because if I would have crashed on like a 600, it could have been way worse. So I kept it, then I sold it after maybe like 9 months. I started my channel in January of 2016. When I crashed, I didn't have a GoPro, so I'm like, I should have had that on film. Not necessarily for YouTube, but just like, just to have it. It actually started off with Moto Madness, Dirt Bike Lunatic. Back then, like, it was hot out and like, it was a bunch of stuff happening on the streets. I was getting pulled over constantly. Like I have pullover videos that I'd never uploaded just because I'm like, I don't want to upload all these pullover videos. I gave him like, I had like a road rage incident. I had like a pullover. I had this video where I put on like, like the fuzzy helmet things. I put that on. I was riding around Brooklyn. So like those videos like that, he would feature. And then every time he featured me, I would get, maybe like 50 here and there. And then like the one I just mentioned with the mask, he actually like did a full feature. So instead of just being a clip, he just re-uploaded it. So that gave me like almost 2,000. For me, that was like the big moment. Ducati NYC, he was like the first person I actually collaborated with. When I was small, one of the subscribers, he was like, oh, I want to see a dual vlog between you and Ducati NYC.
Today I'm riding with Illustrator NYC. We decided to go for a little cruise and do a little dual vloggy vlog.
Yes, sir.
It's a beautiful day.
Too beautiful, I'm squinting for it.
Come right over here and show yourself.
That was what like the real thing that kind of made me think this could be something big, in New York City. So my first video was basically just me doing like a showcase for my Honda Rebel, because I put these shorty pipes on it and I couldn't find like a good video showing like how it sounded. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do one myself. So that was my first video, and it was kind of simple. It was basically just me cutting different parts. It probably took like 10 minutes to film, because I was at school. I was like, let's shoot this right now. So like I got to my bike and I just put my helmet down and I just started revving the bike, take off, come back, park the bike. And then that's the video. So throw some text over it, boom. My latest videos, and this is something I kind of got into later, is the voiceover videos. It's very like editing intensive. Like if I show you like the actual timeline of one of those videos, it's crazy. The first step of the process is basically just trying to figure out what I want to talk about. I feel like you have to limit yourself on how much information that you give. I like to focus on like one specific topic and then just kind of like go nuts, verse myself with like what I'm actually going to write about. So I go in with prior knowledge, but I also have to build upon it. So I like know what I'm talking about. That's like the one thing I need to like make sure that I know what I'm talking about, because some guys are going to be more informed on that topic. I did the R1 video, how the crossplane engine works.
The typical inline 4 actually has a problem with smoothness that you may not have noticed unless you've been exploring the limits of your bike. When I say typical, I'm referring to the flat plane crank inline 4 engines that you would find in most sport bikes.
That one was terrifying, because I'm writing this video and I'm like, one, I don't own an R1. I've never ridden an R1, and here I am talking about it. So I have to like really, really make sure that what I'm saying is correct. It doesn't seem like it's scripted, because in the moment where I'm sitting there writing, I'm like saying it in my head. So it's not like I'm like copying it off of a page or anything. I'm like saying it and then I'm just writing it down. I can't record at home. That's the main thing about it. It's like my house is full and I'm not necessarily using the best language. So I'm just like, okay, I can't record this at home, because not only is there noise, but it's just like I'm cursing up a storm. So I have to take myself to school. And then I have this like classroom that there never seems to be any classes going on in there. It's like a giant classroom, but I think it's well insulated, so there's not too much of an echo. So I go in there, I go to like, it's like a stage, like where the teacher stands. So it's really all the way in the back. And then I'll just start recording. But the thing is, I have to plan a day for me to go to school. So a lot of times I'll have the script done, and then I'll have to wait like 3 days when I'm off of work. I'm like constantly thinking like, is this gonna make a good video? Or when can I put this video out? Or, when can I actually get somewhere and record it? And it's sometimes like, I'll just have an empty house. Normal people will invite a girl over, but I'm just like, I gotta record a video. I'll whip out the mic and be like, I got an hour, So, I mean, like if the stars align and I don't have to wait, Usually like it'll take, 2 days to script. I'll go in, maybe in the morning, I'll record the video. That'll probably take maybe 30 minutes. Then I'll have to chop the audio itself. I'll probably spend maybe 2 hours just chopping my voice. And that's the most annoying part. Cause you're not even looking at anything. You're just looking at a waveform. Render it, put the file in, and then I'll put my effects over it. It just adds a little bit of depth to it. And then what I do is I'll usually put a 4% speed boost on it. It's not where it makes me sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It just kind of raises the pitch of my voice a little bit. When I have the actual finalized audio file, cutting out the pauses and the ums and all that type of stuff, I'll start adding things over what I'm saying, like video, picture, GIFs, all that type of stuff. I'll add in my music. So what I use is Creator Studio classical music. Generally speaking, I use classical music because it kind of almost goofy. It's kind of a juxtaposition of you kind of saying this totally intellectual stuff, but with a humorous spin. So I think the classical music just kind of evens it out. Put that in there. It plus has a good pace. There's not a lot of percussion that kind of messes with your voice. So I'll put the music on, put my intro in, and then I'll just start adding stuff in. What I usually try to go for is period stuff. So if I'm doing something historical, I'll try to find old commercials, old documentaries, stuff like that, just so you can kind of see how it is as it was. Generally speaking, I'll go through YouTube, but sometimes I have to go through this obscure website where it's just this old man and he just has these videos archived for some reason, these pictures and stuff. As I'm going through the video, I'll get what I need. So I don't usually do it beforehand, but it's okay, let's say in the point in the video, I'm talking about this particular engine. Okay, I need something to illustrate what I'm talking about. I'll try to find a video. I'll try to find a picture, maybe a GIF, anything that kind of backs up what I'm talking about. So after I say that, it's what am I saying now? Maybe I'm making a joke. Okay, put a funny GIF in it. Maybe I'm saying something a little bit off the cuff that you wouldn't expect. Make the screen go black. Or just put a piece of text, it's something it's I want you to focus on what I'm saying, not necessarily what's on the screen. I hate the final step. Once you're done creating something, you hate it. It's I can't stand this. I can't stand looking at this. When you render the preview, it basically renders the actual preview in Adobe, so you can actually watch it. My computer's kind of trash, so it takes a couple hours. Once I get the video file, I'll watch it one more time, then I'll put it into YouTube, then I'll watch it one more time again, just to make sure. The motivation lies in the fact that there's a lot of other people doing this. You're not the only one. You're not the first one. People have been doing this for a long time. You have to kind of distinguish yourself among everybody else. I need to make this video something that I want to watch.